joined here by SVSU Softball head coach Todd Buckingham to give us a preview on the upcoming 2019 season. And coach, been practicing here for a couple weeks, and what's the overall excitement of the team and coaching staff, heading into the season?
I think we have a shot to really surprise some people. It's not often you think, well, we're going to surprise people when we've had the couple of years that we've had in recent past, but we graduated 7 starters, so I know on paper we're not returning much as far as offensive productivity and that sort of thing, but this team has a different feel. They've really bought into the culture. They're working together. They're killing it in the weight room. So coaching staff wise, we're very optimistic. And practice has been going great so far.
I mean, you did graduate a lot of seniors, 7 at least from what I counted, and
Yep.
position players. So there are a couple that are still with the program, been with the program, and a big part of the success the last couple of years. So I mean, have you seen some of those players that really step up into a leadership role this year?
Yeah, I mean, our senior shortstop Aubrey Moton has just really blossomed into a fantastic leader. And our offense is going to go as she goes, but luckily for us, it's not a one-trick pony type of show. Our senior third baseman Becky Corbett brings a lot of experience, and her offensive game has just continued to grow and grow and grow. And and then our last year's freshman class, so our sophomores now, have really come on. Our catcher, Blasia Moyler, is probably the best catcher in the conference. I'm hoping I'm saying that here in a couple of months still. She's just been lights out so far. And, our first baseman, Julia Salisbury, is a sophomore, natural lefty, really swinging the stick well. Our sophomore designated player, Shelby Mishak, is going to, hit a ton for us. And at second base, we got sophomore Megan Vervac, who just looks really great as well. Last year we graduated our entire starting outfield, but we do have a senior that will be starting in center. Lexi Servin was a JUCO transfer last year, and she's looking really good. And and then left and right will be either 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores. We have 6 strong options there, so pretty optimistic.
Okay, and I know you talked about some of the defensive positions there. I mean, what are we looking at as far as the pitching staff coming back for this team?
Well, just like any team out there, they'll go only as far as their pitching will carry them, whether they just keep us in the games or whether they actually end up being a strength. So we do have 2 juniors and 2 seniors. So there is experience there. Our juniors, Michaela Alexandru and Casey Bagelman, who both got meaningful innings last year. And, I'm expecting some big things from them. And then our 2 seniors, Hannah Atwell and Elaine Young, they perhaps have not pitched as much as they would have liked to in their career up to this point, but the time is of the essence for them, and I think they're going to turn it on. And then we got some good freshmen that are going to get opportunities, going to continue to grow every day, and we'll see how far that core will carry us. Okay,
and we'll finish it off by talking about the start of your schedule. The non-conference matchups before we begin GLIAC play. Once again, you're scheduled to begin the 2019 season at that Midwest Region crossover tournament.
Sure, we always pride ourselves in playing one of the toughest schedules in the GLIAC because we have to test ourselves early so we can make sure we're battle tested at the end. And we do start our first day of the season against University of Indianapolis, who was at the regionals last year, and game 2, defending national champion University of Southern Indiana, who is the NFCA preseason #1 team in the country. So nothing like, throwing 5 sophomores and 2 freshmen potentially in a starting lineup out there to say, hey, let's see what we can do. But I'm very optimistic about, where we can go from there. And, after that Midwest crossover, we take our spring break trip like we've been doing the past couple of years, playing some GLVC schools and trying to, really become one of the region's top teams. And we'll see what that does for us when we get to the GLIAC, because I've always said this, the GLIAC is one of the toughest conferences in the world.